This is Abnormal Entertainment.
Maskerpiece Theater. Happy holidays, everybody. I know that we're going into the Christmas weekend, and we're going to have some fun with some Maskerpiece Theaters, and maybe we'll talk about what we're doing for the holidays and all that fun stuff. We will play some masked libs to introduce everybody. First of all, I'm the masked blogster. We went clockwise the first time. We'll go counterclockwise this time.
Oh, shit. That means I go first.
Yeah, you get to go first, Mrs. Blogster. Pick a person in the room, male.
Kevin! Safe.
Knew I was screwed.
Sorry, you
All right,
died.
then Kevin Moyers, a place.
The special place in hell where pedophiles go.
Firefly!
Where Ivanka Trump sends pedophiles. That her father endorses. Anyway.
I like that episode.
I don't know what that is.
There's an episode of Firefly where he says, if you touch that girl, you'll go to hell. Or you'll go to a special place in hell. A special place reserved for child molesters and people who talk in the theater.
Oh, there you go.
I love that line.
Okay, so Mini Mandy, an adverb.
Okay. Reluctantly.
All right. And Mrs. Blogster, a plural noun.
Avocados. Gross. I love them. I put them in my smoothies.
Okay, Kevin, a verb. I missed it.
Yeah, you did.
That's a matter of opinion. Off in the distance.
No.
A verb. Shat.
Again.
Not Captain Kirk.
Okay, Mini Mandy, a verb ending in ing.
Pooping.
All right. Well, we've had a couple beers here, so I guess it's working out. Mrs. Blogster, an adjective.
It's an adjective.
Descriptive.
Descriptive. Sticky. Hope it's not a sticky shit.
And Kevin, an adjective. Everybody be thinking of adjectives.
Let's go with fuzzy.
Damn.
Mini Mandy, an adjective.
Creepy. Dude, I really dig this Superman.
He's cool, isn't he?
I don't like Superman, but that picture's
That one's
fucking
a
fantastic.
really good one.
Random,
And
sorry.
Mrs. Blogster, an adjective.
Moist.
Yeah, I gotta get that one in there.
Always.
Always. Okay, Kevin, person in the room, female.
Well, we'll go with Mrs. Blogster since it's returning the favor.
Got to return the favor here. Mini Mandy, how about a noun?
Let's go with porn movie.
Okay.
I didn't like porn by itself, so I'm like, porn movie.
Versus those porn radio shows from the 30s.
Hey, they're called audiobooks from the romance section.
A porn radio. I can just imagine a porn. And then she stuck a finger in like this, see?
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Mrs.
good twist to the right.
Mrs. Blogster, a noun.
Can't work with you people.
That's what I always hear.
Just call and fire us later.
Christmas tree. I like the Christmas tree.
I hope that's
Okay.
not related to the porn movie.
Oh,
Could be.
it definitely is.
I don't know. I do my best not to read these as it's going.
That's what
Kevin, an adverb.
Quietly.
And then Mini Mandy, a person in the room.
Joker.
Okay. All right. Bad libs, masked libs, a report card.
Oh, no.
All right. I'll take a quick drink here to see if I can quell this.
You can't. You won't be able to read it without laughing.
No, I never do. I can never read these without laughing. A report card for Kevin Moyers from the special place where Ivanka Trump sends pedophiles.
Did that to myself.
Your child has been behaving reluctantly. He refuses to cooperate with his fellow avocados and likes to fidget and chat in class when the teacher is pooping. I am afraid I will have to give him an unsatisfactory in deportment. His other grades are spelling, sticky, reading, fuzzy, science, creepy, and physical education, moist.
That all worked very well.
He had to be disciplined because he made faces at Mrs. Blogster last week. I do not think your porn movie is going to be an achiever. He seems more of a Christmas tree. Yours quietly, Joker.
That sounds like something Joker would
Oyster
write.
Yeah, it sounds like something he would write, so that's pretty good.
That was good.
So I arrived here at the apartment. This is where we're recording. The apartment!
The apartment.
So I arrived here, and nobody was here yet, and I was just getting out of the car, and I see a couple. I guess they went to get their mail or something, and they're walking back. I don't wear a robe. Does anybody wear a robe?
No.
Sometimes I have like a kind of a robe that I wear in the winter when it's cold. I don't want to turn the heat on.
Okay, but it's more
Indoors.
indoors.
Oh yeah.
You don't.
Not something you gallivant
You-
through
you
the
and-
neighborhood in?
You and your lady friend walk through getting the mail, and I had to do a double take because I'm like, a robe, really? Both of you wearing robes, and he was wearing a towel underneath the robe. And I'm
It was an impromptu visit to the mailbox.
like, really? So just whatever was in the mailbox, you're like, we got to go get it right now.
Yeah.
Nope, throw something on real quick.
Necessity, man.
Could I put anything on? Nope.
For
Keep
their
that
porn
tucked.
movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't have that's the story. I don't have anything to go with it.
That's a weird thing
Just
to
that
go
it's
out of the
weird.
house with.
Yeah.
Like I have one, and I mean it's warm. I mean I sleep in my underwear, so in the winter I'll get up, I'll be a little bit cold, I'll throw it on, and then go make breakfast or something.
So you use it for its intended purpose.
Right. Yeah.
In the house.
In the house.
In the house, you
Yeah.
throw it on because you're not really up yet. I mean, I don't own one because I just never would put. I guess I would just
I would
throw on a
never put it
t-shirt.
on,
I don't
yeah.
know.
You
But
did
I
own
get
one,
it.
but I
I
got
get it
rid
because
of
it's
it.
really warm. It's a lot warmer
Yeah.
than
It was
anything else. So yeah, it's just I don't know. Okay, I do know it's weird.
Why would you go outside? Like, I don't understand. Okay, maybe
It's-
to go outside in your backyard to have a cigarette, fine. But to walk through,
I would get
Your
going to
apartment
the mailbox,
complex?
like, if he had on, like, pajama pants and, like, a shirt.
I'm just like,
it was
you know what? I'm
like,
gonna throw
it's
a robe
little
over.
early because it's kind of cold here in the morning.
It was
No,
1
it was
p.m.
1 o'clock in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
no,
It's 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
get-
it's 2 o'clock.
I
or
get
so,
that it's
1:30, 2
December,
o'clock.
but we're in Arizona,
It
and
was not-
usually
it
it's
was
still
not
cold, but
cold.
it has not been cold.
Throw on a
No.
hoodie
I've been
yet.
going out.
But I mean, like wet hair, towel, kind of
Yeah.
like, oh my God, we just got out of the shower together. Let's go check the mail.
Yeah.
Let's see if
That's
Let's
the
see
other
who-
thing I've noticed, though. There's so many
Did they
people
maybe-
that go together to get the mail here.
Did they
Safety
maybe
in numbers.
go to the pool first and then the mail and then?
didn't look like a pool thing.
No?
They,
Okay.
These weren't like pool robes.
I don't know.
But you know what? Maybe they were. That's probably a good
It's
point.
not-
There is a heated pool here.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
I'm
still going
back off
to
of it.
doubt it.
Yeah,
but
maybe if they're going to the hot tub or
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably where they came from. Was a hot tub.
So I mean, maybe.
All right.
Maybe. I mean,
like-
I don't want to give reasoning.
No.
but-
Good reason. Because it was weird. So that makes sense. If they went to the hot tub, threw on a robe because they're going back to their apartment.
Like,
All
if you
right,
have one
you
of
guys are
and they
forgiven.
happen to be walking by the mailbox.
and stop to get the
So,
mail.
Yeah?
so maybe
Okay,
because
all right.
that's the only thing I could think of that they did. I don't remember them having mail with them.
I could
Maybe
see
they
if it's like a terry cloth robe, because I mean it's like a towel.
Yeah.
If you're going to the pool and you throw that on instead of a towel, that's probably way better.
But he had a towel, so
Yeah.
that makes sense now. That okay.
I would.
All right.
I would be
Still,
concerned.
I
if it
give him
was
a
like,
pass.
I'd
I'll
be
give him a
concerned
pass
if it was
this
like
time.
a silk robe.
That it
I
was
would
not.
think you-
Okay.
No, they
So
were not.
then
They
I
were
feel
bigger
all right about
robes.
it.
So
I feel
Okay, that makes sense. They went to the hot tub.
I mean, we're in an age where people walk around in pajama pants all the time.
I know, right?
I do it all the time.
She's guilty.
Oh, hell yeah.
I own yoga pants. I don't wear them outside of the house.
I feel like I have a friend in Chicago who I feel like she started the pajama pants thing because she was
Mrs.
doing
Blogster
it
did.
several years before anybody I ever saw. And I mean,
did it
she's
in high school.
she's basically like a homeless person in certain ways anyway. But I don't know.
My parents were never restrictive on what I wore. I mean, they hated that I wore black all the time, which not much has changed. But they drew the line at pajama pants. I had a pair of like rubber ducky pajama pants that I absolutely loved. I had them for like 7 or 8 years. And like I'd want to wear them, and my mom would be like, "We're not walking out of this house until you go change. I don't care if you go and put on your rattiest, baggiest pair of Jinko jeans."
They're trying to make a comeback.
I know it's not working.
No, it shouldn't.
They're like, you are not walking out of the house in pajama pants.
I
Go
do
put
it
on
all
clothes.
the time. Made lasagna. Didn't have the spices. I'm like, let's roll. Kids
Carry
like,
the platypus.
carry the platypus. Yep. Kids like,
funny.
Mom, people are going to look at you. Uh-huh. And?
Right. I'm used to it now. I have some t-shirts, man. No matter where I go, there's always somebody that's like, "That's awesome," and I always have to do that. Like, what am I wearing? Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Oops.
I
I bought the
okay.
shirt. My Queen one that is like the
Golden Girls.
That one
But
gets
yeah.
a lot of comments.
Yeah.
My one that I got down at Tucson Comic Con, that one gets hell a lot of comments, which is fantastic because I love that shirt.
The horror movie one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Backstreet Boys one gets a lot of comments, and they're not bad comments, which I found very surprising. I expect to get a lot of shit for my Backstreet Boys shirt, but I don't.
The one shirt I always, every time, is my Animaniacs shirt.
Yeah.
Every single time
Yeah.
I wear it, I have at least one person say something about it to
Yeah.
me. So,
My All Real
yeah.
Monsters shirt gets a lot of responses.
I don't know. It's that 90s stuff.
It's nostalgic, man. We're all nostalgic. People are just nostalgic. They see something they like, and they're like, yes.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
I wear pajama pants so that nobody looks at my shirts.
Well, the 190s style, and this comes from something I saw on Twitter yesterday. Like, I follow a bunch of random people, and there was a woman who's like, I think I'm going to go and like shave the side of my head and stuff like that. And I commented, a bunch of people I said, that's the 190s fashion thing I can get behind, because it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mostly women do it now.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hot on some
It looks
Yeah.
really good on a lot of women.
Yeah. But, I mean, in the 90s, like, especially all the metal kids, we all did it. I mean, I had really long hair, and I shaved the sides and the back
my
and stuff.
brothers did.
I didn't have it, like,
Yeah.
completely all the way around like some did, but some of us just had the sides. And I used to put my hand, like, where the hairline was, and then just use a regular razor and then shave, and use my hand as the guideline so I wouldn't shave any of the long hair.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just do it myself.
It's funny because we actually have a family picture. My brother had one side complete, and my mom was like, I don't care where anybody stands, but I do not want to see the shaved side of his head. So we all had to
Yeah.
work around him.
Yep.
He's looking off to the left like, there's a bird.
I'm here for a nice
that's-
profile picture, guys.
That weird family picture where you're all looking to the side at who
Oh,
knows
it turned
what.
out terrible because I have black hair. One of my brothers was wearing black, so I look like I have no freaking hair because we had to work around Tim.
It's great.
That was amazing.
Good photographer that didn't notice that.
Right?
I think if I
J.C.
ever,
Penney.
I think if I ever shaved any part of my head, my parents would disown me.
Really, my parents
Yeah.
are very much, when it came to hair, it'll grow back.
Yeah.
That's how most reasonable people are. I cut my hair once in 7th grade, and my father said something very rude to me, and I was grounded until it grew back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy
2
cow.
inches. 2 inches. And I cut it. It's obviously short now. He's said some not nice things to me now, but he can't do anything to me. But it doesn't make the statements any less shitty.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm like, fuck you. I'm gonna cut it again, and now it's freshly cut.
Yeah,
So
my
there. So I
my
don't
friend
care.
wanted a mohawk. My friend Kevin. He wanted a mohawk, and in high school his parents told him, like, look, you can do whatever you want as soon as you graduate. I don't care what you do. So as soon as graduation was over, we had a party in his garage, and in the garage we shaved his head during the party. We shaved him down to a mohawk.
Nice.
So he's
That's
like,
awesome.
yes. Yeah, it was always fun helping him stand it up because he did the fin. And one time friend John and I were helping him, and we got the back done. And John's like, "Oh yeah, it's cool." He just looked like he was running really fast. He's like, "Do the rest, assholes!" We're like, no, we're not gonna help you. Come on.
A lot of people give it crap, but man, Seamus has a really good mohawk.
It's good. Yeah.
He has he has very red hair. It's very red hair.
A guy named Seamus?
That's
weird.
Right?
Weird.
He's also like
Is he Irish or something?
pale ass white.
I would think he was Cantonese.
Seamus.
His mohawk's great. I mean, when he was doing weird stuff with his beard, he looked weird, but
Yeah.
his mohawk's fucking great.
That was
I
one.
never had the guts to do anything like that.
No,
I was
Yeah.
that was one
You
thing with
wouldn't do
my
it now.
friend's mohawk.
Still wouldn't do it. No.
Yeah.
He'd get like a little strip, like right in the middle, that would fall over. Like would be at shows. You could see the fin going, and then you could tell it was him when it was just that one little side thing bouncing to the side in the middle. Used to crack us
I'd
up.
start
This is
calling
weird
him-
punk rock alfalfa.
Yeah.
I would just start calling him Free Willy.
Yeah.
Doop.
This is too damn funny.
Yeah.
But so long ago. So long ago.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is.
Yeah, you think like, oh, the 90s, that was just
Oh.
almost 30 years ago.
You're just like,
90 was almost 30 years ago. What?
yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It actually was. Yeah.
Every once in a while, someone points that out to me, like, guys, it's almost 2020. You realize soon people who were born in the year 2000 will be able to drink in a bar, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yep. Well, we talked about it before.
No.
Born in 2000, you can vote January 1st. There's somebody born in 2000 that can vote.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So weird.
Scary.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, then all the young kids are listening. What? These guys are so old.
What's 1990?
Yeah.
I know. Oh, it's so ridiculous.
That reminds me of a commercial that I keep seeing that I absolutely hate. And it's, I don't know, I think it was for the Windows tablet, where it has a keyboard that connects to it.
Yeah.
The Surface. And this kid's doing all this stuff with it. And then she's out, just sitting on the front lawn, laying on her stomach, playing around on it. Her mom's like, "What are you doing on your computer?" And she says, "What's a computer?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck you with this!" Like,
They are
Yeah.
not
Who are you fooling?
outdated.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
an
What's a
outdated
computer?
argument.
That's not an outdated term there.
yeah, nobody's so dumb they don't know what a computer is.
If you said floppy disk, I could see it.
Yeah, they did that in the movie
But,
Wonder.
yeah,
It's
That
pretty
I could
awesome.
see.
She's like holding it. She's like, I gotta find somewhere to.
Yeah. It's not the trailer, but
Use
there's
this.
like a tease for the new Jurassic Park movie.
That
And they're in
looks
I haven't watched it.
fun.
The trailer yet.
I would, yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
I'm
it.
in.
A lot of people were telling me like, "Oh, I'm not excited." I'm like, I watched. I'm like,
How
I
are
want
you
to
not?
see this.
It looks fun,
I want to see
Yeah.
this.
especially with Movie Pass.
Yeah.
Yes, that might be a big part of it.
That is a huge part of it
Yeah.
because, like, when I saw that, I also saw that trailer for Akita Battle Angel.
Yeah,
Didn't see
I'm
it.
in.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm there.
You said you were in on that one.
Oh, that was the one. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what it was called.
I
Yeah,
just
that looks
stole
cool.
your term. I was like, yeah, I'm in for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It looks cool.
Okay, I forgot the name of it,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, but the this
mean-
like thing, they're like in an office, and it's like Chris Pratt, the one chick that's in it, and then like
Bryce
an
Dallas Howard.
yeah, and then there's
Yeah.
like a guy doing the
I love
interview,
her.
and they're like, a velociraptor got into the building, guys, like we gotta run, and all of a sudden like the guy who's doing the interview can do like magic or something, turns Chris Pratt's phone into a flashlight,
Oh,
and Chris Pratt's like, "You're gonna turn that back into my cell phone, right?" And the guy's like, "That's not how magic works."
that's pretty good.
And then it turns something else into like a baseball bat, and they're trying to get around, and like it looks like they're gonna get out, and then at the very end, like Chris Pratt just gets taken out by a dinosaur, and you're like, "Well, that's cool. I like
Yeah.
this. This is
Yeah.
funny. It was hilarious." I was
good.
Like, yes.
Yeah,
I'll find
I
it.
just saw the trailer, and the
Yeah.
trailer looked good. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
I don't see what's wrong with it. It looks better than what the second Jurassic Park movie looks like when that trailer came out.
I couldn't get through that movie.
No.
No,
I think I did.
just for the ending, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
I'll
the
wa- I'm
ending
sure.
too,
I'm sure I could watch.
Yeah.
But getting
Yeah,
there,
I think it
was
was
like,
the time that I tried to watch. It just
three's
wasn't going
off.
to work.
Three was
3 is terrible.
three is
I don't think I've actually.
I mean, it
seen
has
that.
the pterodactyls. That part's kind of cool, but
The only good
Yeah.
part of the third one is when that
I
little
hate
kid.
Sam Neill.
The only good part was when that kid was like, "Mom, there's a dinosaur in the swimming pool."
Yeah,
And I'm like, that's funny. Because that's probably how any kid would, like,
yeah,
at that age would be like, "Mom." And then the mom's be like, "No, there's not."
yeah.
Right.
But then anything else in that movie, you're just like, are we done?
Yeah, Malcolm and his daughter.
Yeah.
It's like although, if they're bringing him back, it would be kind of fun if they brought her back, like I said before. But, I mean, who knows? Who knows? But we didn't talk about the Infinity Wars trailer at all, did we?
Oh, my God.
I don't know if we have it yet.
It came out after we...
I didn't realize that.
recorded
Sorry,
it.
everybody.
So,
And,
Super late. Oh,
yeah.
my God. I freaked out when I watched that. I was so excited.
yeah. And, I mean, bits of it were shown in at Comic-Con, Comic-Con International, San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is different. This was edited differently. We still see the same clip of Tom Holland looking out of the bus window.
Yeah.
Sure.
And all that. But, I mean, you see Thanos a ton, which was great. You see, digging
Just
the Infinity
beating the
Stone
shit out of people.
Vision's
Oh my God.
head.
Yeah.
That's gruesome. And then I love the end with Thor. Who the hell are you guys? And it turns out all the Guardians.
Yeah.
And
It's just like,
Yes.
yes!
What's her face with the
Mantis.
Mantis
Yeah.
is just like waving.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Groot,
man.
teenage Groot kind of leans over.
Yeah. So,
Oh, my
yep,
God.
I'm in.
I'm so sold.
This is
Although, what is with Marvel in this? Like, all right, we have to have a guy holding two things, flexing ridiculously to hold this together.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because now Thor's doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind.
It
Don't get
happened
me
in
wrong.
two
They
different
look
Spider-Mans.
great.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we've had Cap do it, we've had Thor
Oh
do it,
yeah.
and we've
Yeah.
had
Captain
Spider-Man
America had to hold
with the helicopter.
Hold the helicopter.
Shit.
And
Forgot about that.
show. Yeah.
I don't know if Iron
I
Man
think
had
it,
anything. I don't think he did, but
No, he doesn't have as big of muscles as those guys do.
Nope.
to the
Well,
point
Iron
where
Man
it's-
did help Spider-Man in Homecoming push the boat back together, so there's
yeah.
that. He kind of helped. But yeah, I mean, 2 of the 3 Spider-Mans did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had the train, and then I don't know if Garfield did it at all.
I don't remember.
I don't remember him doing it,
Garfield
but I
did.
didn't see the second one, so I don't know.
I don't remember now.
I
Couldn't
don't
hold the
think he did.
franchise together. That's
No,
for
he
sure.
can't.
So, yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, he did.
But,
He did not. Dude, dude, that trailer dropped like right before I got to work, and I looked at my boss. I'm like, I'm gonna be late. I got to go watch this at least 3 times. He's like, you start in 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, and it's 2 minutes long, so I'm gonna probably be late.
Yeah.
Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
1 minute late.
Yeah, I watched it twice and was on.
I watched it just before I walked outside. I'm like, oh, that was awesome. Then I'm
Yeah.
like, and the car's warming up, and I'm like,
I'm
I'm gonna go ahead and plug this into the speakers and watch it one more time.
Yep.
Cranked it up. I'm like, oh, this is so good.
Came home.
Came home like, you guys have to watch this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Threw it
make
on-
dinner, and I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's okay, I'll watch it again.
dude.
Yeah.
That dropped, and then like, because there's like 3 or 4 people I talked to about comic book movies at work, and like they walked in. I'm like, did you watch it? Watch what? I'm like, Avengers Infinity Wars trailer just dropped. I'll be right back. Okay. Next person walks in. Did you watch it? What? Watch what? I was like, God, come on, guys. The Infinity
on,
Wars
man.
trailer just
Yeah.
came out. And he's like, I'll be right back. And then the one girl that I talked to about it, she walks in, I'm like, did you watch it? She's like, did you watch it? I was like, yeah, I watched it. And then we went nuts. And then the 2 guys finally walked back and like, oh my God. And it was just like a crazy fest.
Yeah.
And then our boss was like, hey, this isn't movie talk hour.
Get back to
Go to
work.
work. Like,
Fine.
it was,
But we should be able to see it last weekend when we saw Star Wars.
yeah. I haven't seen the new, I mean, granted, when this comes out, we will probably have already seen the movie, but the trailer that dropped, I guess it was during a game or something, or on TV,
Oh,
and it shows, like, her holding the... I haven't seen it, but I heard she's, like, asking Kylo Ren for help.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
I've seen
And,
that.
Okay.
and it's, well,
I feel
let's
like
see.
it gives
It's
a
a
lot
trailer.
away.
It's a trailer.
I know, but I feel
So
like
does it give it away, or does it give, or is it just like?
Well, you don't see
subterfuge?
her specifically asking him. You see her asking for help, and then
And then
it
it
cuts
shows
to
him. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could be a total trick. Just like
I
in
feel like it
the
has
Stranger
to be,
Things
but-
trailer, where Dustin's like, guys, and it's really just other kids showing up not in costume. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
a total
Right.
trick on. You think he's
Yeah.
looking at some monster. Yeah.
Stranger
So.
Things 2 is good. No, yeah, that's the only thing. I haven't watched that trailer yet, so I'm not... I don't
I'm
know
kind
how
of
to
staying
play.
away just because I know
Yeah, I don't
it's
wanna see
not
anymore.
far away for us.
I'm going to see it anyway. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So I don't,
I'll be
I don't
seeing
need
it probably late because I'll be waiting for the movie pass, but
Right.
that's the only thing. Unless I go to one of the places that takes the only place that takes the digital. So
Right.
there's that.
There's a big chance I'm going to be buying my ticket early because I'm going to go Thursday, and I don't want to risk there not being seats.
Yeah.
I'll just see it Saturday morning and try to stay off of all social media.
Yeah. I'll be able to avoid it.
I'm not that patient.
I know.
I avoid social media pretty much.
I'm able to visually just glaze over that shit when I'm looking, so.
I'm not worried about spoilers. I just really want to see the movie, and I don't want to wait.
I don't know.
But
Well,
They've got some high expectations to meet.
yeah.
Very high.
I mean, very high. I mean,
Yeah.
these past two have been really good.
Yeah.
They've been very good. I am not of the people that are saying that The Force Awakens was nothing but a nostalgia fest.
yeah,
I'm like, there was some in there,
Sort of.
but
that's
Yeah.
fine.
I felt like all of it fit.
Yeah.
It wasn't, oh my God, we got to just put Han Solo in here because he's Han Solo. And, like, no, it fit. Everything fit to me.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just like I knew, I had a feeling, one of the major characters was dying, and I said it's going to be Han or Chewie, and I said realistically it's going to be Han Solo.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because
Anyone
Harrison
can do
Ford
Chewie.
said he didn't want to do any more of these.
Yeah.
The fact that he's coming back is great, but if he came back and was out in one, I could see that happening.
Sure.
So it wasn't a shock to me that he got killed. But as it was happening, they dragged that scene out so long to make it tense, and I was like, come on, fuck, don't do this.
Yeah.
I know they're doing this, but goddamn it, don't do it.
Yeah.
That was
So,
rough.
Yeah. But I mean, it didn't shock me. It still sucked.
Yeah, I was
Sure.
well aware.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be Chewie. I thought it was going to be Han Solo, or it was
Yeah.
going to be Princess
Well, Mayhew
Leia.
still needs to work, and actually, I don't
Yeah.
think Mayhew's even doing it anymore
Yeah.
because
I don't think he does all of it.
Yeah.
because he has physical
Limitations.
limits. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're that tall.
I was convinced.
I'm sure they still pay him for it, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I was convinced.
He's still voicing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So,
just not acting.
Yeah, he's not doing all the physical work.
I was convinced it was going to be Han Solo or Princess Leia,
Well, now it's going
and
to be Princess
unfortunately,
Unfortunately.
I'm like,
yeah, it would have been
man.
easier if they did it the other way around. But I mean,
Ugh.
fuck, she was in Rogue One,
Yeah.
as somebody who's 40 years younger. So
Yeah.
they don't really need to do much with that. So
Mm-hmm.
who knows?
Yeah.
But I think this could be the darkest Star Wars yet.
Yeah.
man, I have
I
hopes.
see that coming. Yeah,
God, I'm so excited. I want it to be so good.
yeah.
I know. And everybody's that's listening to this like, this is last week. Thought you guys were going to talk about
Whatever,
it.
we're still going to be talking about it.
Hey, spoiler free Maskerpiece Theater for Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Hopefully, we'll be seeing it our second time by now.
To give precedence to when we're recording, I'm super excited that Disney bought Fox.
Right. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
So now I'm just curious how this is going to play out, because I don't think they're going to try and bum rush people into Infinity Wars 2 because they've already done a lot of the filming.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they have to be, what is it, stage 3 or stage 4?
Yeah. So yeah,
So,
because
like-
I keep on seeing the rumors come across. Will Hugh Jackman be in Avengers 4? I hope not.
No.
I hope
I-
not.
I mean-
I don't want that to be the Wolverine because you
Yeah.
got to give us something totally new, like you did with Spider-Man. We didn't
Yeah.
get we didn't get Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire for it.
Yeah.
They had to go a whole different route
Yeah.
because you can't have there's just too much that happened in those
have to be-
X-Men
It
movies.
doesn't have to be Hugh Jackman. I would like there to be a Wolverine
Yeah.
involved. I'm also curious because, like, I saw it with I think it was Nerdist that put it up, but they're like for the fourth stage, like the Fantastic Four, and then the fourth stage of MCU. So it's like I'm like, ooh,
There
that
was
could,
somebody that
could be.
created an image. It's
Yeah.
not official. Like
Yeah.
what they
Well,
would
I know
like
it's not
to
official,
see.
but like, because what Nerdist was doing, it was like someone was reporting, like, well, with this becoming official, like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
What steps are they going to take? Are they going to let the movies just kind of play out on their own and kind of keep them separate, and they'll be their own universe? Are they going to intermix them in with the current, like in the
Kevin
next stage?
Feige wants to put it all together.
Oh yeah, he
You
was
know he wants-
super
he's-
excited about
Yeah,
it.
I'm pretty sure he already has the plan for it.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm sure it was just one of those things where he's just like, if we get it by this point, this is the direction we're going to go. If not, if it's at this point, we'll go this direction. I'm sure he is.
I think he had stages to start putting them in
Yeah.
there, and you know, they're going to start trying to like I hope they just slowly sprinkle in like, what's that? Oh, that guy's a mutant.
Yeah, if you
Like,
could just say that.
slowly.
Yeah, these people
Oh.
are born with these abilities.
Yeah.
It's going to scare a lot of people because there's a lot more of them than people think.
And people think,
And
yeah.
then you could go that whole the prejudice toward mutants and how
Yeah.
it scares people. I mean, 'cause especially when like things are like that right now with Muslims. Like, oh
Yeah.
my God, could you imagine if you could do that with the
with the mutant.
mutants and
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it'd be good.
have the two sides and
Yeah.
I even this morning I was already writing it in my head, like how I would do this. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
you could kind of totally write this from, because every time they do one of these types of movies or shows, they give it from the perspective of somebody to be like kind of the eyes for the audience.
Right.
X-Men 90s show, they used Jubilee. The X-Men movies, they use Wolverine.
Yep.
He was that skeptical, like, oh, what is this? Like, you're one of them, dude. What do you think? You're the only one? But if you could do it from, like, maybe from Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat,
Yeah.
from her point of view, and everybody's wondering why they're looking for her, and then find out, oh, no, it's not her they were looking for. The government wants to use this other mutant and blow up, like, a church, and then now everybody's
Yeah.
against mutants. Meanwhile, he was just planted there to create fear.
Yeah.
God damn it.
There's so
Do it.
much they can do. And not to mention, like, I've started contemplating, like, how is Infinity Wars 2 going to end? Because I don't think they're going to kill Thanos.
I think
So,
they might, because
I think they might.
I hope not.
what
think
is
about the other-
most popular property from Fox right now is Deadpool,
Deadpool.
and who's playing Cable.
Yeah.
So
Josh
you're going to
Brolin,
have Brolin playing two characters. I mean, it's just a voice. Well, no, it's not because he's doing the CGI work.
Yeah.
And I guess Sean Gunn does play two characters technically, physically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are big
But-
characters.
You know,
I don't know.
Yeah, but I could see them doing it just
It's not
because all the
Brolin's
villains.
face. That's
if
so
they
that's
get
where he
all
could
the-
get away with playing
yeah,
too.
with all the villains that you have at your disposal at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, who's bigger and badder than Thanos? Doctor Doom,
Doom, yeah.
Galactus. You're going to have
Galactus
both
would
of
be
those
big.
now,
Galactus. Oh, man.
and then you get Magneto.
I know. I'm so
Like
excited.
these are the
So here's the thing.
and
There's no
Kang.
way.
Like,
There's
my
no
God.
way Marvel is going to replace Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. They're
No.
not
No.
gonna do it. That
No,
would be a
that's the
stupid
only that's the
mistake.
only one I
Yeah.
will say you can't replace.
But-
But he's such an odd character that you can do it.
Will
Yeah.
they look at the younger actors who have played the X-Men?
Sure,
Yeah.
I
And
hope
maybe
not.
I
move
think
them
there's,
over?
I think there's some people
But I'd
who
take
are safe.
Fassbender.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
Because-
take
yeah.
what's his name? That's
McAvoy.
Professor X.
McAvoy,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd take those guys.
yeah.
You know, Jennifer Lawrence isn't bad as Mystique.
No,
She's all right.
She's not bad if she, is actually there.
You can replace January Jones. Get rid of her. She's just
Yeah.
she's a mannequin with a voice
Yeah.
box. She's a terrible actress. She was bad on Mad Men. She's bad in the X-Men.
I like who they had playing Cyclops and the younger
yeah,
guy. I can't remember his name,
So
but
some of those,
Yeah.
the guy that plays
could
Beast
be.
is all right.
yeah.
You know,
Some of them they could, but I just kind of think, if you're going to replace them, just replace them all. These are their own thing.
yeah.
Have fun with that.
I think it'd be smart for Marvel to they have to make up for Apocalypse.
And just have,
Yeah, that's another really great villain that they could
Yeah.
use
yeah.
in the next 5, 6, 7 years.
And you know
Yeah.
what? Don't bring in Wolverine. He's had a run as a character. He's had an amazing run. Just
Yeah.
leave it be. You got so much shit to work with. Don't fuck with Wolverine for a while.
For a little bit.
I want
For a
to
little
say
bit.
I want to say have X-Men without, but there's so many people that I feel like are gonna complain.
Yeah,
There's
but-
no Wolverine.
Logan was a beautiful way to end it.
It was.
good.
Just let us sit with that for a while
Yeah.
before you start shoving
yeah.
another, whoever the fuck it's going to be, down our throats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it sit. Let us want it, for a little
It
longer.
needs time. That's
Yeah.
true because
Let
that
it- let
movie
us
is
want
so
it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
whoever
above and
comes
beyond
in-
on a comic book
Whoever
movie.
comes
Yeah.
in is going to get shit on the second they show
Oh
up.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
done. Nobody's going to like
I
it.
watched Logan again recently. Man,
Yeah.
I cried. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
no.
like you.
It's
you
worse
can't-
when you know it's coming. You're like, oh
Yeah.
no,
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
it was so good.
I mean, you're not going to replace a Robert Downey Jr.
For
right
Iron
this
Man,
second.
yeah, no.
You know, if you were decided to say, okay, new studio,
Yeah.
we're going to go a different route with these Marvel heroes.
You can't replace Iron Man.
We're not
going to
have Iron Man right away then.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but I mean, if they say they kill Cap, you do have two options already there. You have Falcon and you have Sebastian Stan. You have Bucky.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you have those options that were options in the comic book. So that's doable. For Iron Man, I don't know.
Oh, no, you kill him off. I'm
you
just
know.
saying, like, if you were to try to start over
Oh, yeah.
altogether,
just couldn't
you're
do
not
it.
going to do it with Iron Man
No.
yet because
Yeah.
you just...
I
Certain
don't
people
know.
are just way too hard to replace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the two in all of Heroes right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In movies, like, you got to give it time.
Yeah.
Just give it some time.
I
Don't give us
honestly-
another Wolverine, though, because Logan was too beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jackman
It's-
was
It's
good.
too soon to bring back Wolverine. Like,
Yeah, just give us the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Give us the original X-Men.
oh,
I'm
that'd
fine
be
with
great.
Yeah.
That could be so good. You know, Feige just has to be sitting in his office just 24/7.
that. Yeah.
We're going to do this now and this, and I'm going to throw this in there. And
From what I understand, he has a huge map of where he wants everything
Yeah.
to go. So I'm sure there are contingencies to that map. Like,
oh yeah,
if we get this,
Start digging into those
Doctor
characters.
Doom's our guy.
do it.
Yeah.
Kang is our guy. Galactus is going to be the next threat.
Yeah.
I feel like Doom has to be for like the fourth set of movies. Like, he has to be now.
Get a good one, though, please.
I know, right?
Get a good one.
You guys have been doing so great with casting.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
There's
I'm really curious to see how DC does coming off the Justice League movies, the Justice League
Yeah.
movie, because I actually have some expectations for like the Flash movie and the Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
I heard that, and this cracked me up because I know they painted themselves into a horrible corner with this. Whenever Aquaman was talking underwater, he had to make a bubble around his
Yeah.
head or
Yeah.
something. How are you going to make an Aquaman movie where you have to do that every time somebody talks? That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
going to be so distracting and horrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the goddamn cartoons, he doesn't do that.
No.
So why not just... He's
This is,
I'm
he's
lives
wondering
in the
if they're
water.
gonna.
He lives
I
in
won-
water.
Yeah,
Why does he
I'm-
need the bubble?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're gonna be like, oh, we can do this, like a Discovery
Yeah.
thing. But it was
I don't know.
it was kind of for like a cool visual.
I
He
guess.
he
but-
wasn't the one that did it, wasn't it? The one chick that did it.
They both did it. They had to both get into a bubble and talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's the cone of silence all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
it was.
Chief,
weird.
we need to go. What? Max, I can't hear you. What?
We'll have to see. That fight scene underwater was way better than I expected it to be.
Yeah. No, they did some really good things. Did
They
you watch
did.
the after credit scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
What I was
and I support
yeah.
that casting.
Oh yeah.
Fucking great.
No.
Yeah. But there was a line in there, and I just chuckled to myself because now I'm just picturing a '90s movie about a time way back when. Because I heard, well, we should just start a league of our own.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my god, I just wish that Tom Hanks was Lex Luthor
I
now,
know, right?
so he could yell at somebody like Captain Cold who just got his ass kicked by the Flash. What? There's no crying in supervillainry.
Right. Right. I still do not like what's his face as Lex Luthor.
No, that's
but
Oh, he's
Fuck him.
terrible. So terrible.
But the other guy,
Joe Mag.
I
can't
don't
say his
know
last
how
name.
to really
Mag-
he hasn't seen it yet. He's
Oh.
going to go see it this week.
Joe Magdalene. Yeah, he's married to. Guy's got the best life. He's married to Sofia Vergara,
Yep.
and Pee Wee Herman's his best friend in a movie.
Yep.
Pee Wee's Holiday.
Yep.
They're best friends.
He's casted
That's
as a
funny.
specific character.
Oh, okay.
Who
We
looked
won't say
frickin'
who. He
looked
looked
badass.
amazing.
It's like,
I was like, damn.
He's
Okay.
Batgirl.
yeah, he's Batgirl.
He's Batgirl.
Oh, you
So
can
hot.
tell me because I don't care that much.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. Oh, cool. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
He looks badass
Yeah,
as
I can
Deathstroke.
see it.
Now I'm gonna find the.
It's only at the very, very end,
Yeah.
end of the credits.
It's the teaser. They did the,
It's the teaser.
post credits
That's-
teaser. And
That's
it's,
funny because the TV Deathstroke always sort of reminded me
Right.
of him. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he looks
Casting
more
with-
like the comic book version.
Yeah.
Just with the whiter hair, and
Well, that's cool.
but the costume looks pretty
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Of course, somebody was like asking Stephen Amell if he'd like to be in the DCU and stuff. Oh, I've seen that picture.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was from.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah, they always ask Stephen. They always ask these TV guys, and of
Yeah.
course they're going to say yes.
Yeah.
Well,
That's-
Stephen
But
Amell was, like,
I saw
trying.
that
Yeah.
picture, the Deathstroke picture. I thought it was from, and I didn't watch the whole movie, but he's in Death Race 2050,
Oh,
And he's
okay.
a character like that. He has the whole like dark thing. So I thought it was from that. I just brushed it off because I didn't watch the whole movie. But he's dressed up like that.
Basically, Lex Luthor is like, we should start a league of our own.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, okay, you can make another Justice League movie. Go ahead.
I'll watch
Go
it.
ahead, make another one.
And like
If
when
you're
he
going to do it like that.
when because they're like on a boat, he like pulls up on a like race boat to like a yacht,
Yeah.
and he has the helmet on, and he gets out, and I'm like,
Oh, he looks awesome.
oh, this looks good. This does not look crappy.
So, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my god, who is it? And then he takes it off, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's
I
where
was
the
like-
word moist came in.
Yep, sure did. I was like, dang.
I think of that word with his wife.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
His wife is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, but yeah, it was just cool. I like it. So I like that part anyway.
Yeah.
Outside of seeing Jesse Eisenberg,
Oh, he's so terrible.
he's so bad.
It does not work. He's trying to be the Joker or a weird Joker Riddler mix.
Like a weird Riddler-esque.
Yeah, and it just
Yeah.
doesn't work
Yeah,
for
you're
Lex
trying to steal
Luthor.
Jim Carrey's Riddler.
It's just awful.
You should. That's out of all the Riddlers, that is the wrong one.
Considering how like serious DC movies are,
Yeah.
why would you take like the most serious character and make him a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Totes
Have you
whatevs.
seen
Yeah.
the Jessica Jones season 2 trailer?
Yes.
It's just her fighting a bunch, and I have no idea what's going on.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
It's just like montage of punching
I'm okay with
things.
it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Like, all right.
All right.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm
Just
fine
tell
with
me
it.
it's coming. I'm going to watch it.
I'm on
Exactly.
board.
Yeah.
You could just say Jessica Jones, April. Okay, I'm there.
It's like great.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's all I need.
Very good.
So, Marvel
I-
has a busy year.
This week
Man.
I'm going to start trying to watch the Marvel Runaways on Hulu.
We keep on planning on it.
I know.
We're planning on it, but-
I heard you have to get to like to the 3rd or 4th episode, and then shit goes nuts. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm super excited.
All right.
Hopefully it's good. It's not on
I
Netflix,
got a bunch
so
of
I'm
graphic
worried.
novels recently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm excited.
And I didn't realize that it was written by one of my all-time favorite comic book writers. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know he did a thing for Marvel, let alone this.
Nice.
Okay.
a nice
Makes sense
surprise.
as to why they made this into a show. So I'll read those and
Then watch.
report back. No, I'll probably
Oh.
watch first. I don't know.
Don't
we'll see.
compare it to the comic books.
Exactly. That's my issue. Is I'm like I don't want to do that. I'll just read it and save it as its own
I learned
thing.
that with books back.
Anything, right?
Right.
The best.
Outside of Sin City,
yeah.
the first one.
Yeah.
The dress-
But
the
that had
first-
the intent of let's make this as much like the book.
Yeah, you could almost
Yeah.
turn the pages and follow along with that
It's
one.
been a really long time since I read the Jurassic Park book, but I feel like the first movie and the book aren't far off.
I didn't read the
The
whole
ending
thing.
was
I read
different.
a little bit of it.
I don't remember the ending in the book.
Yeah, the ending, from what I understand, is because they were toying with it. They're like, oh, that's the ending we're going to use. So
Oh.
that's what I heard. With the T-Rex saving the day. I guess
Yeah.
that was not the case.
Well, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
He not save the day.
Yeah. The closest book adaptation I've ever seen was Misery.
Okay.
Yes, that one is
It's
very.
really close.
I think
Yeah.
Green Mile's really close too, but I can't remember.
Yes and no. I mean, there's
It's a really long book,
the
isn't it?
difference with the book and the movie is in the movie you get the old man in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then you get him at the end.
And yeah,
And there's much more storyline with him in the books, so that part is gone. But I mean, strictly super close is Misery. 'Cause-
Misery is super close.
Yeah, the only thing they didn't do was chop his foot off.
Chop his foot
Yeah.
off. They used
because
the
they didn't quite have that CGI yet. They
Yeah.
hobbled him with the. She clubbed it instead.
which was a
I
rough
think,
scene to
yeah.
watch.
I think it
still.
would have been better to cut the foot off.
I think so
Oh.
too.
Yeah,
When I heard that, she cuts his foot off. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
I think that's way better than the
Putting it
big old wood block.
That's
Two
the
by
one
two
sledgehammer.
is
I'm like,
ew.
all
Yeah.
right, you may have done better with that.
But
That scene still makes me cringe. I've seen that movie so
I'm
many
cringing
times.
thinking about it.
No.
Like, I'm just like, oh,
And especially now that I've had my like ankle problems, I'm like,
I turned her into a star for a while.
oh
Uh-huh.
yeah.
yeah, and she still is. I've heard
She's
Disjointed
she's
is
still-
horrible
Okay.
on Netflix, but I haven't watched it.
I haven't
so
watched
Yeah.
it.
I don't know. It's Chuck Lorre, so I'm like, I can pass.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to watch it then.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So but I've not heard.
Fans of The Big
things.
Bang Theory, go ahead, check it out.
Yeah, you like 2.5 Men? Go for it.
Go for it.
One show that I did mention in our little chat group was Happy, and it's
On the
by
Sci-Fi
the
Network,
time
yeah.
this goes
Yeah.
up, it'll be on its 3rd episode, I think. But
I've been seeing the previews for it for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
I never heard of it as a graphic novel. I just heard that it was.
I heard the name before. I didn't know much about it.
Yeah,
but it's Grant
hadn't.
Morrison, who I know a lot of people love.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it came from 2000 AD and then came to the States for DC Comics. And
Yeah,
Yep.
this was an image book,
Yeah.
and I guess it was just a few episodes. It was put into a graphic novel, or a few issues put into a graphic novel. But I saw Kurt Belcher, who drew Rotten Tail. He put a little review of it on Facebook, a little short review of it.
Okay.
And I was like, "The hell is this?" I saw Chris Maloney and Patton Oswalt. I'm like, "I'll take a
Okay,
look."
Right?
Yeah, and I don't have cable, so I just popped on the Sci-Fi app on Roku, and it's only available for a year. So get on it.
Okay.
But I was like, all right, so I sat and watched it. I like Maloney anyway, and I like Patton Oswalt. And it's basically a former cop who's sort of like gun for hire. He's a mess. He's a drunk.
Yeah.
He has to take nitroglycerin because he has heart problems, and he's not even 50.
Oh.
And he gets involved with this hit. He's paid to kill these Italian kids, and I mean they're over the top. Hey, forget about it. Fuck you, you know,
Yeah.
Fanguli, blah,
Does he get
blah,
like
you know.
Boondock Saint status where they're just like super thick in their
Yeah,
accents?
it's so corny, horrible. But and like Kurt's one criticism was that Maloney was over the top, but it does work for this.
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be.
Right.
But so he kills these guys, and one of them has some password for some encrypted thing, and he whispers it to him as he's dying. So now the mob, including crooked cops, are after him. At the same time that's all going on, this little girl's with her mom at some Christmas show. Some famous like kids show host is hosting it, and she
Mark Harmon.
she scoots away to get closer, and this like drunken homeless Santa Claus guy kidnaps her. And she keeps talking to Happy, her imaginary friend.
Yeah.
Well, Happy leaves where she is, like, I'm going to get help. Leaves and goes and finds Maloney to help. And he's like, he thinks he's fucked up or whatever.
Yeah.
He can't believe this is going on. And there's one scene where he's in the hospital because he has a heart attack and at the same time he's killing these guys. One of them shoots him. He's wearing a flak jacket, shoots him in the chest, and he starts to have a heart attack. So he ends up in the hospital. Of course, when crooked cops are trying to get this password from him and stuff, and Happy's like, "Some guys are coming. They look bad." And he's like, "How many?" He's like, "There are 5." He goes, "Okay," and he fights the guys. And as they're escaping, Maloney's like, "Wait a second. How'd you know there were 5?" He's like, "If you're a figment of my imagination, how'd you know there were 5 guys?" He's like, "What do you mean? I just went and I counted them." And he's starting to realize, wait, this is a real thing.
That's awesome.
And they have to go, like, jump into this open elevator shaft, and he grabs Happy by the throat and pulls him, and it just gave me a total Roger Rabbit flashback.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
scene where Bob Hoskins grabs him and just, what was his name in it? Eddie. He grabs him by the throat and pulls him. It was just like that, and I was like, holy fuck, this is modern Roger Rabbit. That's exactly what this is.
Great.
And I was like, yeah, I'm in. But I looked up, the old covers and stuff. I want to learn more about the story. Happy looks exactly like he does in the comics.
Okay.
Exactly. And Maloney, they make him up everything just like Nick in the comics. So it looks great for that. I mean, from what I've looked at. They even showed like the hospital scene and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everything looks really good. So I'm going to keep watching it. But
That's cool.
You don't have to have cable. Get the Sci-Fi app and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed the hell out of it. So.
All right.
I started rewatching the MCU movies. Like you've been, Blogster.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
your daughter.
Oh, in order?
Yeah.
In chronological order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I watched Iron Man 1, the first Iron Man, and then I watched Incredible Hulk, and then
Iron
Man 2.
Thor.
Well, I haven't gotten to Thor yet.
Oh, okay.
You didn't watch
'Cause I
Captain
just-
America first?
No.
No,
Well,
Chronologically,
not
that's
chronological. I'm
first.
going
Oh, yeah.
release order.
Release
sorry,
order, yeah.
Release order.
release order, which I think is better.
And it's
Yeah.
funny to, like, look at stuff, because, like, so...
It
like,
is better because they hint at previous movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 So, like, it was funny because when you're watching the first Iron Man and he's over in the Middle East and they're like, you know, can I take a picture? And it's with an actual camera, not a cell phone.
Right.
I had to take a moment. I'm like, oh my God, they're going through that. You just push the button.
What's a
thing.
computer?
Right?
Yeah, what's it mean?
And, like, it was funny because we were watching with someone who's, like, 24
Yeah.
or so, like, was there when we started this. And I laughed because, like, I hadn't watched the first Iron Man in a long time.
It's only a 9-year-old movie.
I know,
Really?
right?
9.5 years.
God.
Came
Yep.
out in 2008.
2008.
Huh.
And so I'm sitting there, and I just start laughing, and everyone looks at me because, like, they've all seen it.
Yeah.
But I just start giggling, and they're like, what? And I'm like, they're taking a photo with a camera. And they just did you hold the button down thing. That we used to always do that. Now
Yeah.
we just have cell phones. You just push the little circle, and it's
Yeah.
fine. It takes the photo. And everyone's like, oh my goodness, this movie is
Yeah.
old. And I was like, but it's not even a decade yet.
No.
Yeah.
It will be in May.
Oh man, yeah, in May. I was
Yeah,
like,
when
technology.
Infinity War comes out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
It's a lot
technology
of
and
build-up.
how technology has changed. That's really funny. That movie is still good. I forgot how much I hated Jeff Bridges in that movie.
Yeah.
Not because he was bad, but just because he was the bad guy. I was
And he
like,
did a good job of it.
yeah. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't like Jeff Bridges.
Who do you think pushed you out? You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
When
you're
he was
a
like,
dick.
let's take a photo. And I'm like, I remember this scene. I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been truly watching it because the little one, she got it pretty anxious, and
Yeah.
she was off school, and like, all right, fine, you got through Iron Man, and
Yeah.
watch the Hulk, and I've been watching most of them. I think it was just Iron Man, really, that I didn't get to see most of them. But I'm like, when you get to Iron Man 3, I need to watch that because I've only seen it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way better the second time around.
Yeah.
Once I realized, like, hey, Mandarin's not the bad guy. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, I got past everything. I'm like, nope, it's just a good movie.
Yeah.
So even if I say something is the worst Marvel movie, like, it's still not a bad movie. Like, it's
Yeah.
still really good. We're in the middle of Thor: Dark World.
Yeah.
We got tired last night. I'm like, all right, we'll finish it
Yeah.
tomorrow or the next night.
Yeah, I don't.
That might be the worst one.
Thor:
Dark World, yeah.
Yeah, it's not very good. But even I'm watching it now. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's pretty awesome.
Loki's great in it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah.
There's
He's
still
great
good
in
parts.
All, 5 movies he's been in so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was he in Avengers 2 at all?
Not the
So
second.
Not
Not
that
the
I
second one.
can remember.
4
He's only
movies
in
then.
in
Yeah.
the first Avengers film.
So 4 movies. Well, no, he wasn't. Was he in the first Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
He's,
God, I haven't
yeah.
He's the one who
I've only
convinced him
watched-
that he was going to
Yeah.
stay on Earth forever.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then they fought on the bridge, and then that's
I've
when-
only watched it once. I watched
He's-
it right
he-
before
yeah.
Avengers came out. I've watched that and First Avenger back to back the night before seeing the Avengers. 'Cause
Yeah.
those were the 2 I hadn't seen in theaters.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And then Captain America. That was another one. The first one, I'm like, way better than I remember. Like, there's just
I
certain
liked
things.
it,
I
but
think
it was very. It was like story heavy.
Yeah, but then it was like some of the
It
action.
works,
I'm like,
though.
whoa, it still worked. I was having seen all of them up to now, and now going back and watching them and seeing like how they fit because
Yeah.
of where it is now.
Yeah.
I think that
them
makes it better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then even when they first came out, they're brand new, and you're like, huh. Well, that was a lot to take in. I don't know what happened, but it was pretty cool.
'Cause
But
I
now
have-
you're just like, oh my god, I
have
know
a-
why this all fits now.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends that really like the first Avenger, but I was not overly impressed with it the
Most
first time
people
I
weren't.
watched it.
Most people
It's
didn't
like,
like it
oh.
very much.
That and Thor
I didn't
both seemed
not
like,
like
they
it.
were prepping you for the Avengers.
Yeah, exactly.
Because by that point, we already knew the Avengers was coming. So.
Yeah. So like it's not that I didn't like it. It's just like, okay, I know I have to watch this to get to where I want to go. So it's like you're just like a placeholder to get me to the next step that gets me closer to Avengers.
Yeah.
And I think that was like the wrong mentality to go into both the first Thor and the first Captain America movie.
Yeah.
But
I love the first Thor movie. I really liked it a lot.
I did too. I
loved
really
it.
enjoyed it.
And I know a lot of people who don't, and it's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, yeah,
Whatever.
not everything's for everyone, so.
I don't dislike it. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
But then again, I've watched it once, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it again and go, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, now I remember that part. Yeah,
Yeah.
that does make sense why I liked it, or didn't like. Or sometimes you just watch it again and you're like, yep, still don't like it.
Dude, Anthony Hopkins was like the perfect casting for Odin.
Yeah.
was insane.
Yeah.
And at
Tells
first I
the
was
story and
yeah, and at first I was like, how did they get Anthony Hopkins to agree to be in this movie?
they don't get paid a lot of movies to do this.
Yeah.
A lot of money for the movies they really want to do.
Yeah.
Which is why
I
Kevin
understand.
Spacey did
Yeah,
Superman.
Yeah.
that, and I'm sure Bryan Singer.
Brandon Routh is kind of young.
I bet it's
Yeah.
delicious.
I bet for
Yeah.
Anthony
That's probably
Hopkins
why.
though, it was more along the lines of like how the people for Harry Potter got
Harry Potter was
Harry Potter.
Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
Harry Potter. How they got
actually, Hairless Petter.
Hairless
Probably
Petter.
more his thing.
how they got Alan Rickman is very similar to probably how they got Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean,
Yeah, but
I think some guys are just know that hey, this isn't a
Well,
ton
plus,
of work, and you
Yeah.
get paid
I
a
think
lot.
you're putting Rickman on a higher pedestal.
No, I'm not saying like comparing what they did. I'm saying because how they got him to agree to do the part. J.K. Rowling had to sit down
But-
with Alan Rickman. She told him like, hey, this is exactly where your character goes. He
Yeah.
knew exactly what was happening with Snape before the books even came out.
Right.
And I bet there were things that they came out and they told Anthony Hopkins, they're like, hey, it's a comic book movie. You'd be really good for this. This role's perfect for you. You're going to make a lot of money.
But
And this is where you're going to be important for it.
Rickman, though, is more of he was more of a working actor. Like, give me a role, and if I,
Well,
if
no,
can
I
have
agree
fun
with
it, I have fun
that.
with it.
But
Yeah.
I bet there was
I mean, as
discussions,
fans, we
though.
hold him higher than Hollywood did in general. He couldn't lead a movie.
No.
He never really could.
No.
But
Yeah.
he's a big character actor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hold Steve Buscemi up high, but he's outside of Boardwalk Empire, and I mean, you got Ghost World, but he wasn't really the lead in that.
he should be in a Marvel movie.
Con Air, bro.
He wasn't the lead, though.
Yeah,
That was Nicolas
But
Cage.
he's the guy you remember from that movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, Danny Trejo, all these
Danny
people,
Trejo,
yeah.
yeah.
that was such a stupid fun movie.
Do you know that, because I just had to do a review for Animal Factory, which is like a 17-year-old movie, but we just got an updated screener for Cinema Head Cheese, but and I'd seen the movie way back. What the hell's his name? Eddie Bunker. He wrote the book and then wrote the movie, which Steve Buscemi directed. Eddie Bunker was Mr. Blue in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like why do I know that name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Mr.
legitimate
Blue.
criminal.
Right.
He was not an
big-time
actor.
criminal.
Yeah.
And he wrote some novels later and then some screenplays and stuff. The one of his novels that he adapted was Animal Factory, which Buscemi directed. And Danny Trejo's in the movie. He and Trejo were in Folsom Prison together. They were friends from prison.
Whoa.
Yeah, which I didn't know until...
Had no idea.
Yeah, I watched this little
That's
behind-the-scenes thing on the Blu-ray that we got. And I guess the movie comment... I mean, Bunker died in 2005, but he and Trejo did the movie commentary, so...
That's great.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure there's some interesting prison stories on that thing.
Right.
Speaking of Reservoir
Bunker
Dogs,
was a
here's my new
maniac.
socks.
So... Oh, you got Reservoir
That's
Dogs
fucking
socks?
fantastic.
Where are they? Oh, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader and looking like Reservoir Dogs.
The
Nice.
new Mr. Black.
Yeah.
Oh, which one is he? Because that's straight off the poster.
Yeah, that looks like it's right off the poster, right? Yeah. So
He's a little stocky. I bet he's Mr. White.
yeah, that does look like Mr.
Yeah.
White.
But,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
yeah. But, I don't know. I thought that was kind of crazy. He and Trejo were friends in prison.
Yeah.
Like, what a weird thing,
Sure.
Mr. Blue and Machete.
Oh, man, if only there was a time machine to make that movie.
Yeah.
Right. Man.
Oh,
So
man.
good. I'm excited to watch Thor and then Captain America again.
Yeah. So Thor Dark World, and then that goes into Winter Soldier?
I think so.
Yeah, so it'll
Winter
go.
Soldier,
it'll
then
go
Guardians,
Thor,
and then Age of Ultron, and then
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be. I'm excited.
I've only seen Ant-Man once, too.
I've seen it twice.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah, I've only seen it the one time in the theater.
I had it, and I think I let someone borrow it, and now I don't have it anymore. And I have no idea who I let borrow it, so I
Yeah.
might have to
Wasn't
buy
me.
it again. It wasn't anyone with Abnormal Entertainment. I know that.
Okay.
I usually know when I give something to someone from Abnormal Entertainment,
Yeah.
but I was like, I don't know where this one. I know I had it. There's a good chance that I let my dad borrow it, and he just never gave it back to you.
Heck, there's that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I really like that movie.
It was good. It was a good time.
It was fun. I'm waiting for the next one of that, too. That's supposed to come this year, isn't it?
I think so.
Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah, just after Ultron. So we're going to have like 3 Marvel movies this year.
Yeah. I thought
Black
it was
Panther.
4.
Is there a 4th one at the end of the year?
Yeah, well, Infinity and Black
Infinity
Panther.
War. Yeah, Black Panther, Infinity
Ant-Man.
War, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I saw a thing where it was like 4 movies for 2018 for Marvel and
Jesus.
then Aquaman for DC.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of like DC's slate of movies.
Yeah.
It's like, my God, you guys are far behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really
Like-
are. They need to keep
Like Wonder Woman's not until like 2020 or 2021
But they're
or
still
something
killing
like
it
that.
on TV. The Crisis on Earth X was amazing.
They do so well
That
on
was
TV.
amazing.
They do
Yeah.
great on TV. Their animated films are great.
Oh.
Their animated cartoons have been
Oh.
good.
Well, and then they have Black Lightning coming up, which is another
Yeah.
thing. And they're
But
like,
it's not
well, it's
supposed to
not
be
part of the
affiliated.
Arrowverse, but that's what they said about Supergirl. So
Right.
who knows?
Yeah, hopefully they make it.
And
far.
then-
So there's more than 4.
Oh, okay. I knew it was a bunch.
So Avengers Infinity War,
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Venom,
Venom.
Deadpool
oh,
2,
that's right.
and then now that they have Fox, Dark Phoenix is supposed to come out at the end of the year.
I'm
But I
not going to
don't-
count those as
I
part
think
of it.
it's going to get pushed back, and it's not the MCU.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I don't think it. But Venom
I think
is
it will
part of
be.
the MCU.
Yeah, Venom is now, and Deadpool 2 is practically there. So
It's close.
they're not
yeah.
going to have it connected yet.
No, but
but I
as
know
far as
they'll
the
pull 'em
connecting movies goes,
Yeah.
that's what I was.
They're going to pull them in.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I forgot about Venom.
I will say,
yeah. And I've been keeping up with it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I guess it's supposed to be much like the Lethal Protector storyline, which I actually had autographed by the artist, which is pretty cool.
well, I'm curious about Black Lightning for the DC TV shows.
Yeah,
If they'll,
Yeah.
they'll probably connect it, and
even if it's like an Earth 4 or 5.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean that doesn't matter. If Supergirl's on 37, they still bring her in
Right.
for crossovers and stuff. And
Sure.
Earth X was amazing all the way through. I mean, if
It
you don't
looks so
if you
cool.
don't cry at the end of that thing, you're heartless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they followed that. I know you guys probably aren't caught up the way I am.
No, I'm way
but,
behind.
It's funny. I was like seasons behind everybody, and now I'm
Now
the
you're
only
way
one.
ahead. You're the only one that's caught
Frankie
up.
G and I are the only two caught up right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I feel like I'm going
But-
to have a chance next year to
Well,
just sit down.
they just did the mid-season finale, which the week after the crossover, and they're off till January, so it's time to catch up. But because the mid-season finale of Legends, you're just like, when it ends and they have a character that shows up at the end, and you're like, what the fuck? This is great. Like,
Wow.
I was so excited when I saw this guy at the end.
Huh.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to be making.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
well you can guess, but
Constantine.
yes. Yes. And it's still the NBC Constantine.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone on to the CW Seed because that app was so shitty.
It's the worst.
yeah.
Please go back to Hulu.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, no. The CW Seed is a separate app.
Yeah,
from the
that's
CW.
even
It's
worse than the
worse.
CW app.
No,
Yeah.
but they did update the CW app. It's better.
Okay, good.
So one thing they did is if you jump out for some reason, you have to fast forward to where you were. They don't make you catch up on all the commercials again.
Okay,
They just
good.
take it right where you were. So they have cleaned it up. It's better. But maybe the Seed app is better too. I don't know.
Hopefully.
But all of Constantine is on that.
Yeah.
So they snagged it from NBC.
Yeah, because that's all on there, and also the cartoon series for Vixen,
Yeah.
Which is also part of the universe.
it is. Yeah,
So,
because they
it's all the
make
voices.
they make the joke about it when Vixen
Yeah.
shows up on Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, we know each other. Our last meeting was animated,
Yeah.
and it was just funny. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool because
That's great.
And they use all the actors.
yeah,
And
yeah, because Barry's in it and everything.
the old 90s Flash was on there with John Wesley Shipp
yeah,
and Mark Hamill as, the trickster.
yeah, they did
So-
such a good job with.
Yeah.
They do it really well. So
I'll have to check it out and see if that's updated. I took it off a long time ago. I'll add it back on my Roku and see if
Yeah.
it's any better.
I really like the Constantine show.
yeah.
I'm
That's only
I'm
one
only
season,
missing like
right?
a couple episodes.
Yeah, that's
I didn't get to see the end, and I'm like, oh, it's
Then-
too bad because they were going into this storyline that's straight from Swamp Thing.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh god,
Yeah, he connects the Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
I know that. I mean,
See, that excited me, and I was really gung ho for it. And they're like, "Oh, it's ending," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to keep watching because
they did like
I'm
13
gonna want
episodes only, right? Something
Yeah.
like that.
yeah, it's only like
It's like
essentially a
half
half season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made me
Which
so
I'm okay
sad.
with that. I wish more networks would do that kind of thing. I like what Fox does, like with the X-Files.
Yeah.
They're like, hey,
And that's
mid-season, we'll give, here's another season of the X-Files. It's like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
It's enough, right? Yep.
Perfect.
Good.
Why not?
And they're good.
And there are
They're
shows
good.
that can tell a story in 6.
Yeah.
I mean, Glitch on Netflix. The first season, it's an Australian show, and they put the first season on there, and then they were going to cancel it, I guess, on whatever network they were on, and Netflix was like, no, we'll grab it.
Okay.
And so it's still on ABC in Australia or whatever, but it's also Netflix. And the second season came up. It's great. Even like I love the first season, and it's basically these 7 dead people just crawl out of their graves, and they're in perfect condition at the age they died. And there's a cop and a doctor. They're trying to figure it out. The cop, one of the dead people that comes back is his ex-wife. Well, not ex-wife, his wife that died of breast cancer.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And he is now married to her best friend, and she's pregnant.
Oh, boy.
So, they found, solace in each other and ended up marrying and stuff. And this is like, she's been gone for 5 years or whatever. So
Dang.
So there was definitely time that passed.
Yeah. And so the first season is just kind of figuring out who these people are, kind of where they come from in time, their stories a little bit. One was murdered, one was this, one was that. And they're from different eras, including it's the very first mayor of the town. He's one of the people that came back.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
There's a kid who's part Aboriginal, and the mayor had like a love affair with one of his help that was Aboriginal, and this kid is his ancestor. 150 years later, or whatever. So
wow,
yeah, it's crazy. But then the second season gets way deep into how this happened and stuff like that. It's a lot going on in 6 episodes. It's really good.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But then Netflix has its duds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alias Grace.
I haven't.
So clunky.
I didn't even
So
attempt
bad.
to watch it.
Well, it's a true crime story.
And I like true crime,
And
but
I was like, yeah, biopic stuff. I love it. And I guess it's based on a crime novel. It was just so bad, so poorly told, and the ending is like, fuck you. It's only 6 episodes. The entire last episode was like, fuck you. This is garbage. Nothing is really answered. They try to leave it vague. It's just
that's awful.
bullshit. Yeah. But I
That's
sat
even
through the
worse if
whole
it's based
thing.
on a real thing. Like,
Yeah, because I'm like, there's got to be a resolution here. But it was just, it was so bad.
that's frustrating.
Yeah. And I saw it on Twitter, like, list of 6 best Canadian shows, and I'm like, no, why is that there? And
Yeah.
there were other shows I saw on the list. There's one called Kim's Convenience, which is like a sort of a sitcom up there that I've seen, and it's pretty good. It's about a Chinese guy living in Canada who has his convenience store and stuff. It's pretty funny, and there's some other stuff there that I haven't heard of, but that was on there. I'm like, this is bad. This is so bad. It's so clumsily done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but
That's frustrating.
yeah, at least it's a limited thing.
Right.
That's true.
It's done.
Yeah.
Story's
True.
told.
Good. All right, our story's told too, so thanks for listening. Merry Christmas. Glad you all listened, or pretended to listen. Oops, whatevs. Okay, bye.
There was a man with a gun in his hand as smoke just filled his nose, wearing a smile from the death of a child while blood splattered his clothes. One single tear from the man standing near is just what had to be done. Not just a game, but escape from the pain. He killed his only son. And now it goes from here and tell his mother. Now all he has is his memories of his sickened child, always begging please, just do it now, take care of me, I'm all you have. now set me free. Now, mommy dear, set down your drink, and don't you lay your hands on me. You've never been that good to me. Thank God I had my daddy. And why didn't you want him? Then try to save him. New baby boy with ability to be anything that he wants to be. But by the age of his early teens, one small lump altered everything. What was this about master plans? As he lay his head onto his hands, it was said, what's done is done. Shattered family with 3 minus 1.
Subscribe and download back episodes of Maskerpiece Theater at abnormalentertainment.com/Maskerpiece Theater. Search Maskerpiece Theater on Facebook. Email maskedblogster at maskedblogster@gmail.com. And for more podcasts, books, comics, blogs, and videos, head to abnormalentertainment.com.
You've been listening to the Abnormal Entertainment Network.